Yo, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and the Eagles have requested an interview with Declan Doyle, the offensive coordinator for the Bears. Now, as you know, Ben Johnson calls plays for the Bears, so I had to look back to see if Declan Doyle actually calls plays anywhere. He has not called plays anywhere. This is another candidate who also hasn't called plays, and I know a lot of us are concerned. Maybe they're just doing a broad look on who they can feel calling plays, stuff like that. You know what? When Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie pick our offensive coaches and stuff like that, it didn't work out. So let's be patient. Maybe they're just doing their due diligence. They're doing that. Maybe they're just doing that, man, trying to find who feels good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it's been working for us. So also we got EJ Smith, man, talking AJ Brown trade possibilities. One thing that he didn't talk about is that there's a team who we might be battling for a offensive coordinator / coach, who also might want to put their hand in the hat. I mean, put their name in the hat for AJ Brown week 1. We're gonna talk about that in the video. Marty Mornhinweg, Philadelphia Eagles. We know this guy. Shit, we have Marty Mornhinweg come in here and coach this thing. Marty Mornhinweg talked about the differences in offensive coordinator coaching. And when they say that when they say that Jalen Hurts is limited, what they really mean, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's taking Jalen Hurts is limited, and people are wanting to throw him away. Like he didn't outperform Patrick Mahomes. There's not many quarterbacks who can do the things that Jalen Hurts can do. So I want to give a broad look on exactly what he means, or what people mean by he is limited. We're gonna talk about that. And Christian Parker, let's go, my boy. Christian Parker is now the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowgirls. I am now here to say, I love you, Christian Parker, but I got to pray on your downfall now. Well, I tell you what, long as you're successful against everybody but us. You know what I'm saying? But Christian Parker, congratulations, man, for being the Dallas Cowgirls defensive coordinator. Let's get into the topics. Okay, like I said, man, Declan Doyle we want to interview this kid, which he is. The man is 29. He's a young OC, man. Like, maybe he is learning something from Ben Johnson, and that's why we want to talk to him, because he's right behind Ben Johnson, and maybe we want to hear what he's learned from Ben Johnson before considering him as an offensive coordinator. He's never called plays. Therefore, he wants to call plays. I've seen somebody talk about Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy was bad calling plays wherever he went. I don't even think that's a realistic possibility to get him. So I just think they're doing their research. And they're taking their time with it, and I'm gonna trust them. I'm asking that y'all do too. Let's talk about Marty Mornhinweg getting into the juicy stuff about Jalen Hurts, him being limited, what it means. Let's play tape.
There's two philosophies of offense, really. There's one over here where you do very little, but you do it better than anybody else. To be really successful there, you've got to have a quarterback that is really, really smart, because he's making choices every play, putting his offense in the very best play. So within that, you got to be in the best play. Secondly, you have to have all the counters. To doing very little and doing extremely well, you've got to have all the counters. There's some brilliant defensive minds in the game. And then over here, the other philosophy is keep your opponent off balance. It's important that they not know what's coming at them. If they think there's one of 3 or 4 things coming at them, you're going to get slapped in the face. So you keep them up at, okay, how do you do that? Personnel groups, formations, shifts, motions, the number of plays. Typically, you don't run the same play twice. You're going to at least adjust the personnel group, formation, shift, or motion, right? Tempo is important. Keep your opponent off balance.
Yeah. I hope that right there can like kind of get you to understand that don't mean he suck. I think a lot of people took what he said about him being limited, or what whoever it is leaked out that he was limited, and they said it like he sucks. Don't suck. He's not the kind of quarterback that, as Marty was saying, you put him in a very, very basic offense, which we tried this year, and just kind of let him figure it out against teams, to kind of go mind to mind with teams. We can understand now that's not Jalen Hurts' strength. We can also get a offensive coordinator who is to Jalen Hurts' strength. Shane Steichen was able to get the most out of Jalen Hurts. That's an offensive coordinator who was able to get the most out of Jalen Hurts. If he had a easy bits of defense, you know what I'm saying, other than sacks, like a good bit of covering, a pretty good defense, he won the Super Bowl that year. You know, a little bit. 2 stops. He was to get 2 stops, Super Bowl. So there's offensive coordinators who can do that. I think us bringing in Jim Bob Cooter, we wanted to see if he also is Shane Steichen's disciple. Had he learned anything from Shane Steichen that he can bring to Philly and put behind Jalen Hurts. We're gonna be fine, y'all. We're gonna be fine. Let's get AJ Brown. AJ Brown is he asked for the trade, which we all know. I bet you a lot of us are very disappointed. I'm disappointed that he asked for a trade, but like I said, man, if he want to go and make him happier to be somewhere else, I would like for him to be with somebody else. You know somebody who would like them to be with them? That's right, man. Look up there. The Bills ain't wasting no time. They ain't wasting no time. They ain't even got their head coach yet. And they trying to get AJ Brown. They already stamping it. We getting AJ Brown. He go down. If AJ Brown go to Josh Allen, he gonna tear this shit up. AJ Brown ain't playing with these boys. He gonna tear that shit up. I like that for AJ Brown. Lord Josh Allen. Go get them numbers, bro. That'll be a nice. He go to a team that's talented and can still compete. And we might get some good stuff, bro. I'm gonna let EJ Smith talk some other trade possibilities, and we can come in here and talk about them. So let's go.
I don't know if it's a guarantee that they're going to get what they want for AJ Brown in a trade. And what do you think that is the other question. So I can give you some past trades, but
sure, give me the past trades.
Seattle got a 2025 second-round pick for DK Metcalf and a day 3 pick swap last year. Metcalf had to sign a contract with the Steelers when he got there. So I think that's the floor for A.J. Brown. Okay. Like, I think if you're the Eagles, you look at that deal and you say that's not enough for A.J. Brown already signed to a contract.
A.J. is a year older than DK Metcalf was then.
Yeah, but they were the same draft
class.
class.
But he is a better player.
Yeah.
And he's not getting a new contract.
Yeah. Devontae Adams from the Raiders to the Jets a few years ago was a conditional day 2 pick that could have turned into a first.
Okay.
If the Jets made the AFC Championship game. I think Tyreek Hill is like the absolute best case scenario that is unrealistic.
Sure.
He went for 5 picks, 3 of which were premium picks, a first and a second in 2022, and then a 2023 second as well. And then Odell, like a long time ago, I think it was 2014, went for a first, a second, and Jabril Peppers. So,
hey, look, let me tell you something. A first and a second for A.J. Brown, I'll drive him up there myself in my Toyota. I'll drive him up there for a first and a second round pick. And if they throwing something else, I'll drive him up there myself, and we can conversate the whole time if you want to talk to me. That's a killer. But to say that AJ Brown don't even get a first round pick, you crazy. You crazy. Hell, you crazy. DK Metcalf, that's an insult to even say they the same player. DK Metcalf is good. He good. He ain't AJ Brown. So I expect the first round pick for AJ Brown. I don't care what nobody say. Expect the first round pick. If they go first round and second round, boy, bye AJ. All right, let's get to the last thing. Look, so Christian Parker left, and he means a lot to these corners, these young star corners that we got. I don't expect that they take a step back, but he was very much a part of them being stars, like Cooper DeJean says here.
Pro corners is Christian Parker. Obviously, what has he meant to you in your young career? Yeah.
Man, I could say a lot of things about him. What he's meant to me, and Q too. We've had a routine of me and Q go meet with him two or three times a week, just to go over the team we're playing, talk about different looks. And I don't think I'd be the player I am, or I'd have the success that I've had without him. He's poured a lot into me, and Q too, ever since we got here, and I appreciate him for that. And, not everybody notices him, and he doesn't get the recognition that I think he should.
Yeah, so I mean, I think everybody understood that. I'm not happy to see him go, but he got a promotion. This is good for him. This is good for him. Not so great for us, but good for him. Now we got to find a DB's coach. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can find a pretty good DB's coach. So that is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.